respectful, but funny on the outside looking in.
I mean, that's who they are, man.
That's what I'm saying. They do that.
No, let me know. My hair is looking like that right now. What's going on? Y'all gonna just let me roll like this on the season finale? Tony's finale, everybody.
You have an energy about you today.
We are here live.
Go ahead, Khaled. Get us started. It's your daddy's last show. Do it for your
Yo.
daddy.
Can we stop saying that?
Do it for your
I cannot
daddy,
comment
Khaled.
on the.
We are here live at the 313 Best Show on Sunday morning.
There we go.
Okay, listen, man.
I like where he was going. I wish
First
you
of
kept
all,
going.
listen. All I will say is this, man. I cannot comment because there's a pending litigation.
Okay, well, your lawyers already have spoken, Tony. They haven't hit you up yet.
They have. I've got something to share.
Check the messaging.
I have something to share.
Okay. Well, welcome to Week 18, Episode 18 of the Fantasy Guys Sunday team. We are officially live. This is the season finale. Not much fantasy football to discuss, but we're not going to only talk about fantasy football today. We got a bunch of things to talk about. Obviously, we'll try to break down games and give you predictions, but mostly we're going to talk about playoff scenarios, Super Bowl predictions, and I'm going to go through the top 25 receivers, running backs, and then top 12 quarterbacks and tight ends, and we're going to say who was studs, who was duds this year, kind of talk about that, and maybe even mention some people we might look into next year as well. We got Yusuf Thabit, Kel
Yes,
Trey,
sir.
Mo Tizzle's in the building, Tony's in the building. Guys, I'm telling y'all, this might be emotional too. We might have to bring some napkins out here, man, because this is, rumor has it that this is Tony's finale. Okay, this is Tony's final show. This is season 5, the Fantasy Guys Sunday Edition,
3 years
final
in.
show. All right, but Tony, first of all, let's keep it real. If we're gonna sit here and discuss this later on, you had a great run. You did. You know what
Why
I'm
is
saying?
everybody shaking their head like they're in agreement?
They're in agreement.
Motel in the morning. What's up?
Listen,
Not anymore.
I told
It's
Omar yesterday
Calvin.
that I went back and watched some of our videos, and you did have a good run, Tom. Like you brought something to the table, and I felt like just like Anthony Lynn.
facts.
We tried it, it didn't work out.
Yeah, I'll give him more of a Vic Fangio because he just got let go today too. It's not a coincidence. He actually gave Denver a couple years, by the way. Andy Lynn just gave us a year, not even. They took his duties halfway through the season.
Hey, Zimmer also is getting fired.
Mike Zimmer's a good one for
Mike
Tony.
Zimmer's a good one.
Because he actually had some success rate. All right? It didn't come with the boom Phillies, even though, Tony was 4 for 5 last week, everybody. And he hopped on Umar's, on the train and went with Albert O, and that was not a good decision.
Yeah, that's the only one I didn't.
That's the only one he didn't hit. But Tony, man, I wish we had the Mevo because we would have zoomed in on him. Guys, Tony's, the reality is hitting him right now, everybody. I don't know if
Because
y'all
I
can see
don't
it.
believe this to be right now. Like I said, lawyers are working on the case. There's a lot going on with it. Negligence on the employer. From the employer. I have numerous. There's a lot that will be coming out.
All right. Well, we want to give a shout out to every single one of our sponsors. We're not going to get into detail, but at least give a shout out to their names of the Fantasy Guys Sunday show. First of all, shout out to the Balkan House Restaurant, BC Adhesives, Give to Gain, Hammer Time True Value Hardware, Leo's Coney Island and Royal Oak, Hanley International Academy, Fortune Quick Lube, Unique Coney Island, Grub Inn Pizza and Grill. We'll still give shout outs to Grub Inn, by the way, Tony. Don't think that's gonna ever go away. Boom Phillies still a segment on the show. Just want to throw that out there. BMI Towing, and then we mentioned BC Adhesive. So all those, shout out to those people. We're gonna give them a round of applause as well for being great sponsors and supporting the shows. Because without them, this will not be here. Let's keep it real, all right? So we appreciate those businesses. Appreciate the support. So we'd like to start off with, we'd like for you to start off with some mock deals. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you have one prepared. I don't know if you took one into consideration. But I do have it as a segment, Moti. And some people are saying that they do like that part of the segment as well. So we're getting that from crowds, from fans.
Yeah. I've got a few people that stop me on the street and mention it.
Yes.
But my Mo of the week is is Dak Prescott.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
He was talking about Dak before the show.
Yeah, I was talking about it before the show, and Dak Prescott was my quarterback for one of my leagues, and to say he had an up and down season is an understatement. I felt like he did not come through for me on the games that I needed him to come through for me. You know, I always say this, that a quarterback should always give you 20 points. You know, and there have been multiple games where he scored under 20. And if you want to consider him elite, because he got elite money, he should be one of those quarterbacks. And he's probably in your top 12 list just because of his late season run where he had a couple of good games. But overall season, to me, Dak is didn't have a good year. But Dallas, you know, with all the talent they have, they should be, making a run in the playoffs. You know, and if they don't, you're gonna blame it on Dak, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Zeke, running backs don't have a lot of lifetime in the league, so you can't really blame Zeke. But
let me ask you guys a quick. Go ahead, finish up.
But Dak to me is my Mo of the week.
Definitely. All right, what do you guys say about that, Tony? You look like about to say something.
I'm just noting down another example where you have a segment that is dedicated to the multis, and you are trying to jump in, just building my case. That's all I'm trying to do.
All right, the thing that I was about to jump in on was
interjection.
Would you ever pay a running back ever again in the NFL? Christian McCaffrey, Carolina said they'll trade him.
Yeah.
Ezekiel Elliott is showing why you don't do it. I'm gonna be on Todd Gurley. Who else? Who else recently got money and
Le'Veon.
David Johnson, right?
David Johnson. I would never pay a running back. My mindset is I'll have a running back for 3 years and get ready to draft a new one. Straight up.
That's fair.
Didn't Minnesota pay Dalvin Cook?
Yeah, I think so. I think they did.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you're seeing that the money that's being spent there. I mean, but let's be real, man. They don't get paid as much, nowhere near the money that wide receivers are getting paid. Like, what's the average?
15, 16 million.
What about wide receivers?
What?
Same thing?
No, that's like almost tier B receivers.
Well, what you're saying? Running backs getting 15, 16 years?
That's like the big dogs.
Yeah.
Really?
That's what I'm saying. So when you compare it to quarterbacks getting 30, 40 million, like, running back is still important, man.
No, running backs are important. So basically you're saying I'm gonna let them play out the rookie contract.
Yes, because the rookie success rate is so high.
That makes sense because they're not getting paid at that rate.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about, like, when you're trying to pay. All right, so let's say Zeke is getting ready to go on the market. Rather than just set the market's going to set itself for running backs if all teams are not going to pay him. If the market right now, what constitutes the quarterbacks getting 30, 40 million? It's the fact that other teams are willing to pay that money.
Yeah.
So you pay it. But when other teams are not, it has to be kind of a collective thing where if Zeke's not going to get paid $15 million by the Cowboys and the bar is at 10 and other teams are only willing to spend 10 or 11, then the Cowboys should pay the 10 or 11 because now that's the market.
Yeah. I understand that part, but let's keep it real. You're not going to control the market at this point anymore. It's only going to go up. It's not going to go down, especially with quarterbacks.
Nah, but I mean, we're talking about in comparison to other salaries.
Yeah.
So, I mean, look, man, they're essentially getting paid. I mean, let's be real, bro. Most of these deals, when they come on and teams are signing them, they're also signing them not for future production, but past production that they didn't pay them for, that they earned up to that point. So that's the kind of perspective Tony brings to the show.
I was gonna say, you got some great points coming for your last episode, Tony.
No,
it's a little too late, Tony.
No, but that's a great owner that does that, yeah, Tony. If you want to look at it from the business perspective, that's a bad business move, in my opinion.
Sadly, it's what it's coming to, man.
Yeah, because if you could go ahead and, like I said, use the running back 4 or 5 years, which is probably his best years, his prime, right? And keep drafting or keep getting lucky from on free agency.
But free agency, you're still going to be doing the same thing.
Guys, a team that does that quietly does that?
Who, the Lions?
The Patriots.
Yeah. I mean, imagine
Patriots never do. I'm telling you, they reload every year. You used to be like, they drafted a 4th round running back. Next thing you know, it's a Ramondre Stevenson. It's a Damian Harris.
But listen, man. At the end of the day,
I'm telling you,
it's getting coached up. You know, the biggest problem with these running backs getting paid is they don't take their job seriously anymore. That's part of it also. So after they get paid,
say they don't take their job seriously, Tony.
See?
Hey, who's the lead back in New
Go
England?
ahead, put it down, man. Put it down, Tony.
Who's the lead back in New England?
Who is it?
I bet they don't sign Damian Harris.
Me too. I get it.
Right. But I bet you he's working. I bet you he's working harder to get paid than when he gets paid.
Yeah, but
Tony, can I tell you something? Sony Michel is up for a contract this year.
Yeah.
They traded him for a 4th rounder.
Right.
Possibly, I think a 3rd. I think he can move up to a 3rd. Like, guys, I'm telling you, it's a system. First of all, they're way off the charts in terms of being smarter than other people in terms of like
100%.
that situation. Very smart. But realistically, personally, I would have the running backs
Bro,
play,
they look
and
at
I'll
football
not sign a new
players.
one.
They look at football players like automobiles.
Yes.
How many miles?
Can I get off of this deal?
Yeah, and how many miles did they already go?
Yeah.
So the more they've used them, the less value they have to them. They put on them.
see, how about this?
Linebackers, everything. Every single position. Ty Law was elite
Yeah.
corner, and they let him go because they didn't want to pay him.
I mean, New England has a history of that. But I'll give you guys an example of a running back, Jonathan Taylor, right? Great year this year, right? I'm not going to lie to you. Coming out of college, I said I don't like him. Why? Because of the mileage. He played at Wisconsin for 4 years, and by the way, he was a starter for 4 years.
Right.
And every single year, that's what Wisconsin was known for, running the ball. I'm like, this guy, John Taylor, he's high mileage.
If I'm the Colts, I'm not signing him, though.
He's a Toyota
See,
Camry.
that's going to be a great discussion. Because you know he had a year, one of those years.
But again, there's a price tag to that. So if he's talking about, just because Dallas paid Zeke, and there might be some other deals for running backs, does not mean I have to pay him.
Hey.
Seattle ain't paying Chris Carson.
100%. I mean, a penny, to be honest with you. He's looking like the lead back next year. What about Naheem Hines? Naheem Hines got
Rashard Penny was a first rounder.
Was he?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's read off some comments, guys. All right, first of
No,
all,
okay.
we got my wife smiling, chiming in. She's excited that it's the final show, but also excited that it's Tony's final show. All right, my wife already knows it. Expect a barge in from Amila. Amila might be coming in here and laughing at you.
Well, for one, I think the reason why she said that is because she's happy that it's Tony's last show, leading to lower ratings, leading to the show not going on
and cancel
and being canceled. So she's got a plan.
All right.
She's from the club.
Uncle Eddie said choo choo choo. All right, shout out to Uncle Eddie's in the building. First week back to work. So shout out to Tony. Uncle Eddie. Hotmail. I don't know who this is. Tony, greatest point guard in 35 plus. Look, Tony has purposely told people to comment, say something good about me.
But
You get a free sandwich from Corner Cafe or Grub In. That's what he did.
The offer was not ever on the table for that, but it can be. I believe that's one of the refs.
Okay. Hotmail also said Montezl equals Frank Jackson.
That's hilarious. I'm not a shooter, but
Uncle Eddie said, "Go Pack, go." And then he said, "What up, Yusuf and Big Cal? Why is Tony still on the show?" With the laughing emoji.
Last show,
This is his
sorry,
final
guys.
show, Uncle Eddie. Final
Uncle
show.
Eddie.
Shout out to Uncle Ed. By the
Me
way.
and Uncle
You ever
Eddie
see
have
the
conversations.
thing today, man?
Yo, me and Uncle have.
What'd you say?
All black.
All black. Hey, we didn't even make the announcement. This is like, listen, guys. We're not gonna sit here and say we're all
Guys,
black
I
for
cannot
funeral.
comment. I
But
cannot comment on any of this.
Whenever something ends, it's
like,
typical
look,
to wear all
everything is
black.
that, even the table.
Even the
mics.
table. We all wearing all black for a reason.
Was
Tony.
was this cover not black?
No,
it wasn't.
It's all
Just
time.
until today.
Until
It was
today.
white, and we're like, no, we gotta change it all black today.
E2 Brute?
Alright. Then he said Motley.
E2 Brute. E2 Brute.
We have a question. Fantasy.
That is what Caesar said to Brutus
all right.
as he stabbed him on March 17th.
Was that the exact date? I give you
I
credit.
believe so,
if
yeah.
It was.
The
What
Ides
year?
of March. Beware of the Ides of March.
Is that
What
a
year?
movie or a documentary?
No, it's history.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Julius Caesar.
Guys, at random time, Tony's like to give us educational lessons. He
He's
gives
right.
us educational times in video, but
That's because
it will be missed.
History, American history, social studies, they're all one of my favorite subjects.
He's showing off his resume for future people, by the way. We'll let him do that on today's show, by the way. We'll let him represent himself in any cause. Daniel Purse, Sub Boys. I guess he said he got some fantasy stuff going on. I mean, there's people that play daily fantasy. We can give them some advice on who to start. Wide receiver to sit between JJ, AJ Brown, Deontay, and Brandon Cooks. Why is this a question, Tony? First of all, I hope that's not Justin Jefferson, the JJ he's referring to.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
But you can't sit him. I don't care who's playing. You can't sit him. AJ Brown, Deontay, and Brandon Cooks. So I guess one wide receiver to sit.
Brandon.
You guys all think Brandon?
Deontay is gonna ball out, just
What?
because they're trying to make the playoffs.
Yeah, I go for sure. Brandon. You
I
gotta
mean,
go,
and
guys.
AJ's
AJ
going to
Green,
play because
Justin
Brown.
Jefferson.
AJ Brown.
Yeah, I'm saying all three of those guys are boom potential.
Yeah, and they're still playing for something.
All of them, yeah. JJ's not, but JJ's one of those guys that he wants to ball out. He's
They
playing
might.
for like the most
Yeah, but-
receptions in 2 years
Yeah,
history.
Brandon Cooks is not playing for
No, I'm
anything.
saying AJ Brown
Yeah,
might
he
not
is. He's
even
playing
play
for a new
much.
team.
Huh? Yeah, I mean,
When you
that's
started,
true.
Motis, look like you're not gonna agree with all three of them.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I was thinking Brandon Cooks, to be honest with you.
Oh, to sit.
No, to play.
So who are you sitting from those three?
My man, from Pittsburgh.
Deontay?
Yeah.
You know he's a top 10 receiver, Mohammed.
Hey man.
Be ready for those numbers.
Hey, listen.
That's what we're gonna discuss today.
I make these predictions, and that's why I am who I am.
Hey, Moti.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. I would sit Johnson today.
Okay. All right, Yusuf. Who you saying? You said Cooks.
Yeah.
Cooks ain't gonna cook today.
Tony. Are you cooking?
Yeah, I got to sit Cooks, man. I mean, I feel like, in that list of receivers,
Sure.
I got it.
another note, faulty equipment, constantly.
Could lead to injury.
Yes, absolutely. Has led to injury.
From who?
I cannot disclose.
All right, so you're saying Cooks. All right, Uncle Eddie did chime in and said, LMAO, Tony will not be missed. So listen, guys. All right, this is not just me, Tony. It's not just me, Tony. I was about to throw it out there, okay? So let's talk playoffs, right? I want to talk playoffs, and then we'll talk fantasy. Let's talk about who's been some studs, who's been some duds. So if any of you guys are watching, feel free to chime in. Write down who's been a baller this year that people didn't expect. We're going to go over our top 12 lists for tight ends and quarterbacks and defenses. And then top 24 lists for receivers and running backs. But let's talk about playoff scenarios first, all right? Tony, we got the Chargers, we got the Raiders playing tonight in a play-in game, pretty much. Whoever wins is in, all right? So, first of all, who do you got winning
Hold on.
that game? Let's start with that. Go ahead, Yusuf.
No, honestly, you seen that one about? Wait, hold on. So you said Chargers and Raiders?
Yes. No, Chargers and Raiders, yes. Well, Ravens?
No, I heard that if they tied, they both make it.
No, I heard that they tie, they don't make it.
No, I
No,
heard they do.
If Pittsburgh loses.
I heard they tied.
Oh, I
they-
think
they
Colts
tied.
I
need
think-
to lose
yeah, if
for
the
them
Colts
to
lose
both.
against Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah,
if they tie, they
yes,
both
yes.
make the
You guys are right.
playoffs.
You guys are right. Yes. So if they tie, they both make it as long as the Colts lose to Jacksonville. First of all, Colts need to not lose to Jacksonville.
Right.
All right, and I think that they won't lose to Jacksonville. Are they home? They're
Well,
home.
I don't know.
If they're home, then it's not looking good for Jacksonville. But Moti, who you got going in the AFC? Like from those teams, you got Pittsburgh still in, on the outside looking in. Pittsburgh needs to win, and they need obviously one of the Raiders and Chargers to lose, and they need the Colts to lose. All right, Colts right now sitting at 6, and they are not home, by the way. They're playing in Jacksonville. 7 is right now the Chargers, 8 is the Raiders, 9 is Pittsburgh. Baltimore gets in. As if
Baltimore might.
they beat Pittsburgh. Yes, they can. They
It's
beat
very
Pittsburgh.
unlikely.
Obviously, Raiders and Chargers, one of them needs to win, and the Colts lose. Baltimore gets in.
I could see the Colts losing, man. I mean, I don't think they're gonna play all their starters.
Why not? It's a
Um,
playoff game for them.
aren't they in?
No.
Oh, they need to win.
Yeah, they need to win.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's Colts are in. As far as the Chargers and Raiders, I like. I mean, come on, guys. Like the Raiders would be a good story, if they made it. But in reality, I think the Chargers are a better team.
Yeah, I want Chargers in because they're a better team.
Yeah, and I'm a big fan of Herbert. You know, I just think that you know, this is just the next step to his eliteness, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with that. On the AFC side, what do you guys say?
Oh, who's winning between the two?
Yeah, like you got Colts. Like, who's the two teams you see in?
Colts and Chargers.
Colts and Chargers.
Chargers and Raiders.
So you see a
You
tie.
can't make them. No, man.
My man predicted a tie.
Colts
Their division.
Colts watch.
They're like they're in the same division.
They're
wanna
like
pick 'em up.
0-5 since 2015. So
Well, against Jacksonville.
yeah.
I do
I
want
mean,
to see
it is-
Pittsburgh get in though.
Yeah, it is.
really
It
don't.
is
I
a
like
divisional
Pittsburgh.
game.
I do not want Pittsburgh in there.
Yeah, me too.
They're not good for football.
Yeah, Ben Roethlisberger. Let's keep
Really?
it real, man. Let's keep it real. Hey, Baba, are we gonna discuss the 2 championships? By the way, are we gonna
Facts.
do something
Or
like
3,
I
I should
mean
say.
3 with Cal Trey?
Yes, sir.
Man, Najee Harris came through for me, Tony.
My boy
You
Chase.
said you woke up to it.
No.
Oh, I thought.
No, I would not watch that game.
Yeah, he's staying up.
What the heck, man? I was at home doing this the whole game.
I
bro.
believe
Like,
that.
35-yard.
First of all, Sunday night, guys. Sunday night, the guy had Justin Jefferson, Dalvin Cook, and Greg Joseph no team. I'm sitting there, I'm like, dog, it's possible. Zindani called me, and I'm telling him it's cold.
Huh?
Green Bay holds the ball. I was like, it's a backup quarterback. I was like, it could be a nasty game. I was like, listen, if they give him 20, I'm solid. They gave him 21. I was like, oh my God. And then the next day I'm waking up, I'm like, dog.
What? So where are you at on
down,
Monday?
I'm down by 20. And I asked Eric, I was like, yo, because this is a straight up points. It's not decimals. I was like, so if we tie, how does it work? So I was thinking about picking up some players and putting them on my bench if it's best score. I had to text him in the morning. He was like, whoever's quarterback scores the most. And motherfucking Tom Brady. Do you know that last drive is what won me at all? It's a bonus league. That last drive when he scored a touchdown against the Jets was an 11-point drive. It wasn't Najee Harris that won it for me. He just did his job. But I swear it was Tom Brady's last drive. So anyways, I'm going in today. I'm OT. Najee Harris, for some reason, I felt comfortable. Tony, I know you're a Najee Harris owner. You know how he was going. I was feeling like he was going to give me that 20 safely.
I always thought he was giving 20 safe,
Thank you.
but he definitely
Z Money called me as I was talking to, by the
let
way.
me down.
Alright, Najee Harris. Alright, let's see if he's calling. Zindani. Z, I'm giving a speech about Najee Harris right now. I don't know if you're watching live, but let me finish up my speech and you can stay on, by the way. And I don't know if you, whatever call, but hold on, Z. So, my point is that my man was rumbling, stumbling, tumbling all game.
Oh, Najee Harris?
Najee Harris.
See that
I mean,
stiff
He
arm?
told me, you know that stiff arm is what tied the game.
Oh my God.
He told me, Ahmad.
This guy has moments
He said,
in
Ahmad.
games where they're talking to him
Hey,
directly.
Tony, he was like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I was like, all right. All right, I got you. But man, Najee, then when he broke it open, it was like, this was never a worry in the first place.
When he scored,
Why are you worried?
Why are you worried?
Yeah.
Solidified it, man. So shout out to Najee Harris. Was
Oh,
good, man.
man.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, he was positive throughout the whole time. He was sitting there telling me that I had it too. Z, what's going on?
What you doing?
We're live right now, man. You want to talk to me or what?
Oh shit! Hey, I'll call you back, man.
All right, hit me up, man. Keep your head up, bro.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Hey,
Shout out to Z.
hey, but my real question is it a possibility you'll be buying a Tom Brady jersey since you felt like
Dog, I'm not gonna lie to you. I said I wanted a Najee
Hey.
Harris and a Cooper Cup jersey, but Tom Brady definitely deserves a jersey.
and will you
Cal
wear
Trey deserves the Jamar Chase jersey.
Yes, sir.
and will you wear that Tom
50
Brady
ball.
jersey when you go see
They
your
didn't do
friend
nothing.
Who?
from East Lansing?
Oh my god, man. I'm not gonna lie to you
Oh,
guys.
okay.
I didn't even talk smack to them.
Oh.
That's what- I didn't even talk smack to them.
Oh,
Like they don't know. They don't know. I want to talk major smack, but when I do see them, I'm gonna definitely give them a little bit of jab. But yeah, dude, I would for sure
This-
rock that jersey.
I got you. But my Brady's in Michigan. Yeah,
Goes out to Tony.
How many times did you laugh in that video, by the way?
Another one added to the list.
Yes. All right. Shout out to those guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was very excited, but you know, life does go on, and you just keep on rolling. Just keep on rolling. All right.
Am I knocking?
All right. I don't know. I could be right. Could be wrong. Is this about to be a breaking news segment right here?
Amila?
All right.
Is it the new?
I'm not even.
Are we presenting the new co-host?
The new co-host. Is there somebody knocking?
Oh.
What's going on? I don't know. We got people
If
coming
she's
in.
wearing all black, then that's.
We got people. I don't know if people are coming in. I don't know what's going on, but we're gonna keep the show rolling and see how it's going. Tony, do you agree that Chargers and Amila? Come here, Amila. Hey, come.
Come here, Mila.
Come on, Amila. Come here.
Get out.
Hey, what'd you say? Say it out loud. Say it out loud.
Tony, you need to tell me get out.
Tony, it's time for you to get out.
Come on,
alright?
come sit over here.
Come here. Hi, Mila. Come right over here. Here we go. We got Tony's finale with Amila in the building as well. All right.
I mean, I wouldn't have it any differently. Me and Amila started off on a rocky relationship, but we slowly grew through the years. But looks like she's going right back to it.
Amila, do you want Tony to be here? Huh? No.
No.
You said no.
Come on,
All
Amila.
right.
For real?
All right, we'll let her stay for a little bit. So, Tony, you got the Chargers and the Colts in, or who do you got in there, man?
Yeah, I mean, I want the Chargers and the Colts. I feel like Baltimore had their chances, man. I mean, they're banged up anyway, so I think the Chargers and the Colts would make for a good playoff.
All right. And my wife's saying that she was so shy. It's okay. She's in the building right now. So let's go with the NFC right now. The Eagles are already in either way. So pretty much it's pretty simple. It's the Saints or the San Francisco 49ers. 49ers playing the Rams.
Wait, the Eagles are in?
And the Rams need to win, by the
The
way.
Eagles are in?
Eagles are automatically in.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
wow.
Because,
They were in last week.
Minnesota
Wow.
lost, that's why.
Yeah, they were in last week.
Hey.
Automatically in.
Bro,
Yeah,
do you
that
guys feel like the Eagles really had a good year this year, man? But
No.
They did.
Yeah, they
No,
had a
here,
low
give me
key.
the fill that.
They had a low key year.
The division
Huh?
sucks.
They had a low key year. Do you want to stay or do you want to go back inside?
No, she wants to stay.
No,
You
it's
want
a buzzer.
this?
What you want?
Oh, man.
Here we go. Boom.
Are you going to
Billy.
X me out?
Emilio, when you hit it, say bye, Tony. Go, hit it.
Bye, Cody.
No, hold on. Go. Say it.
Bye, Cody.
Oh, like you're happy, huh?
Tony is gone.
No,
it's
the other
official.
one.
It's
The other
official.
one.
It's official.
I mean, she might as well stay for my finale. If this is
Finale?
gonna happen. I mean, we still got. Hey, it ain't final. I still got my lawyers talking right now, so don't think it's final.
all right. Keep it. Do you want to bring that over here?
Yeah,
Appreciate it. There you go, Tony. Tony's production.
See?
Tony's,
Hey.
Tony's trying to be nice on the last day of the
Uh-huh.
show. All
That's right.
You can sit right here, Mila. There you
Hey
go.
man. Hey man, this is just one of the things Tony brings to the table.
Literally.
Literally, right? He knows to give Amila a high chair.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
See,
I mean, and I'm appealing to the audience, so making sure that they see that Tony loves the kids.
Tony does love the kids.
Yep.
All right. Do you love San Fran or do you love New Orleans Saints?
No, I like San Fran to be
They
in
have
there.
to
They
beat
have a
the
chance.
Rams.
I know. Hey, man. I mean, listen. It is, or else the Saints
play
are in.
Atlanta.
It's whoever they both have to win.
Saints have to win.
If they both lose,
San Francisco.
Francisco, yeah.
Yeah.
so yeah, man. Hey, man. You know what? What's the difference between playing the Rams now or playing them down the line? You got to win to be in. Why not?
Yeah.
If they don't beat them, they don't deserve to be in because they actually had a lot of injuries, man. Like over the last 2 years, they probably been injured, like one of the most outside of Baltimore.
Yeah.
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 But Pittsburgh definitely doesn't deserve to be in there. I'm sorry.
You don't like Pittsburgh.
No, man.
Me too. I mean, I
They let me
understand.
down too much this year, man.
I want to see Chargers and Colts because I think those are the two best teams.
yeah.
In my opinion, to go in. Moti, San Fran Saints. Who you see going in?
Saints. I personally want the Saints.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't like San Fran?
You like the Saints?
I like Sean Payton.
Yeah, but they
I'm
got
not saying.
They got nothing.
Who can they beat if they play?
No, they have a great defense.
Hi,
They do,
Mila.
but are they gonna actually beat somebody in the playoffs?
I think the 49ers got a better chance
Really?
to pull an upset.
And they're more fun
Are
to
the-
watch.
Are the 49ers
Saying because it's
healthy?
not fun to watch.
Who's
Saints?
Well, man's hurt, right? The quarterback.
No.
Jimmy,
Yeah, Jimmy.
is he playing this week?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's a debate between him and Trey Lance anyway, but
If
I
it's
don't
Trey
know why.
Lance,
Hey, yeah. If see, how exciting is it gonna be for San Francisco if they play Trey Lance?
I would be excited.
Boom.
Hell no.
I would be excited.
George
personally.
Kittle.
I think
Multits.
I personally would like to have him on personally. I mean, watch Trey Lance. Is Tony adding to his phone right now? He's adding to it. All right, there we go. We're gonna twist this over right here from OT. Twice. You're gonna put a 2 next to it.
Multiple.
I almost got his finger.
Numerous. I know.
I almost got his finger. All right. There we go.
I ain't mean
All right. So yeah, that's playoffs. Tony. I mean, Khalid, who you got? San Fran, New Orleans.
Saints. We don't like San Fran this week.
Oh man, I don't like it. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that we're all disagreeing. No, we're gonna stay here. We're gonna stay here. You gotta be on the show now.
Yeah, we got you a chair and everything.
That's it. High five. All right, we're gonna talk football. We're gonna be on the show. Mila Thab is on the team right now. If you want the buzzer, you got the buzzer. All right. So now we're gonna move this segment into. We're gonna talk about fantasy. We're gonna see who are the stars of this season, who was studs, who was duds, and we're gonna be surprised, man. I mean, this is my favorite time of the year where we can sit back and say like, okay, these players right here were doing it big, or we thought that this dude was doing good, but he wasn't doing that well, and stuff like that. All right. So let's start off with quarterbacks. I'm gonna give you guys the top 12. If I don't mention a name, that means the person was not in there, so you guys could talk about them being a dud if y'all thought that they were a stud. Number 1. Who's the number 1 fantasy quarterback?
Patrick Mahomes.
Nope.
No, man. I was gonna say, what's his name? Josh Allen.
What?
He's second or third.
Okay.
Is it Burrow?
Nope.
Oh.
Alright.
He's not. I mean,
This guy says what? Number 1 was Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I took it back. Is because I'm like, it's
See,
another clear
how we
example
well, go ahead.
of why this guy
Is letting you go?
focuses on what? And then he doesn't realize that I took a step back and said, oh, all right, maybe.
Listen, man, my guy, we got people watching.
That's
Feel free to
crazy,
comment.
man.
We're gonna
That
talk about
is
fantasy
crazy.
stuff. I'm glad he said
crazy.
hi, Mila. And Mila, they all want to know who you are, Mila. All right, so everybody wants to know, Mila, who are you? How old are you, Mila? You gotta say it out loud. I want to hear you. Say it. Huh? 3. She's 3 years old. All right, Mila Thabit, mashallah, is my daughter. She's in the building as well. So
Shalom.
Josh Allen is number 1. I ain't know Patrick Mahomes was gonna be number 2 though. He snuck in there. Last
I think
couple
Josh
weeks.
Allen snuck in there.
No,
last
this-
couple
He was
weeks.
in
Is
there
this
the whole
after-
year.
At 1?
No, he was top 3 the whole year.
Yeah,
Is
so
this-
was Patrick
listen,
Mahomes.
after
No, he was not.
Last night's game.
Patrick Mahomes started off very slow. He was like not even top 8, top 7. He was starting off a little slow. I'm telling you, he slowly
Wow,
started to
man.
creep up back in there, huh?
Just after last night's game.
No. I could be wrong, but no, I don't think so because it's showing at Cincinnati as the last game. By the way, I don't know.
Did
if
Patrick Mahomes miss a game?
I don't think so.
Bro, Josh Allen got rushing yards.
He was
too.
consistent.
Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm
Tony,
not saying.
he was consistent.
Hey, man, listen, dude. I'm the one that, Manil Ghazali every week, the grasshopper, calling in saying, hey, Josh Allen, Matt Stafford. And I'm like, dude, trade one of them. What are you thinking drafting both of them?
I think Josh Allen is a quarterback where it's like the dream quarterback for any team. He's tall,
But
he can run, he got a strong arm.
100%.
That's all you
But
need.
how can he trade one of them to a 8-man league?
No,
They all
that makes
got a
sense.
good quarterback.
No, I get that part. I get that part. But you're stuck.
And by the way, I'm looking at Champions Leagues, which could be a little bit more favored to.
If you did it right now, then
Okay. But I'm looking at Champions League, which is a little more favored to rushing. But in our NFL, it's 6-point touchdowns. So like they both even each other out in a way in terms of being different. So anyways, number 2 is Patrick Mahomes. Number 3 is Justin Herbert. Number 4
Wow.
is Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Number 5 is Dak Prescott.
Oh my God.
Number 6 is Aaron Rodgers. Number 7, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I think this is after yesterday.
it has to
Because Mahomes and Dak should not be in there, and they gave them their points.
Yeah.
So Mahomes is not even in the top 3, and he wasn't in the top 3 when I was checking. Because I'm surprised. I said I'm surprised Mahomes is in there. Because I'm
Right.
telling you, it's after yesterday, Tony.
be. It has to be. Yeah, you're right.
Because
And then Dak is 5. I could see Dak top 12.
Joe Burrow was 6 when I was ready to have this conversation
So-
for you, and he's 7 now. That means
Yeah.
that this was for sure after yesterday.
Okay.
Because I was going to tell you guys Joe Burrow was 6. So I guess take it with a grain of salt, a little bit of these numbers. But Rodgers is 6, Burrow 7, Stafford 8, Hurts 9, Murray 10, Cousins 11, Wentz is 12.
Hurts is 9.
Damn, look at Cousins. And he missed a couple
So
games, right?
here's who
Hurts
I
missed
think.
games,
Listen,
too.
here's who I think it's going to end up being, because they do have yesterday's games.
Yeah.
Allen 1, It's either going to be Herbert or Brady, 2 and 3, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be Mahomes, 4. It's going to end up being between Burrow, Rodgers, and Stafford
Burrow's not playing today.
for
so.
those.
Why not?
For
Rodgers
those.
playing?
I don't know. I
Hurts
think
is
he's out
not.
for
Hurts
his
is
knee.
not in there.
Hey, Rodgers is playing?
Hurts is going to fall out,
I think he is. He wants to play.
Why?
and then
According to our sources, Terry Cassidy, he said Rodgers probably gonna play the first half.
that makes sense.
I mean, he doesn't even need to
He
play.
was like,
Yeah,
to
but-
build the momentum.
Yeah, they don't want to sit him because they're going to have to sit him for 2 weeks. So you play him something like a preseason game.
That's exactly what he said, by the way. He said we don't want him to sing for 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Who did that? Terry Cassidy.
Terry Cassidy.
Shout out to Terry Cassidy.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
that's hilarious.
Always making
By the
NFC
way, man.
championship, man. It's crazy.
Terry Cassidy with BC Adhesives.
Yes.
I talked to numerous sponsors, and they have a take on Tony's final show.
Mm.
So I seriously advise you to definitely
Look into.
look into the sponsors and their feelings about all of this, and I don't think you took that into consideration. Mrs. Cassidy is
He
A1.
called her boom Philly.
The Cassidy, absolutely.
He was 3 for 3 that week.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So
and they're a gold sponsor too, so they do have some input
absolutely.
on the show.
Yep. Absolutely.
All right. So keeping it rolling. That was the quarterbacks. Moti, what are your thoughts on the whole situation? You know,
Yeah.
Dak is probably top 8, top
That sound
9.
about right. Yeah. I mean, he deserved to be there, but you know, he's
He's
still
still multi-
multi. Yeah.
Facts.
He's still multi.
Yes. I mean, I thought he would be a top 5 for sure quarterback easily.
No, I thought Stafford's gonna be top 5. For real.
This is a 4-point touchdown league. I mean, dude, he was what, 7 or 8?
Let me check him.
He was 7 or 8.
Bro, who?
Stafford.
He is.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
so
saying.
that's where he was
They already
being
added
drafted.
Jalen Hurts' numbers. They added Patrick Mahomes. But like I said, I mean, Jalen Hurts is right there on the fringe of.
By the way,
12.
Jalen Hurts? No, he's not. Because he didn't play yesterday, Tony.
Oh wow.
That is his
Yeah, he
numbers.
was hurt.
That was his numbers.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so Stafford, I mean, that's where he was getting drafted. 7th, 8th quarterback, right? That's where he was going
Yeah.
pretty much.
So
I didn't know Tom Brady's gonna have another season. Like,
So who do you think like overachieved? Obviously, for Josh Allen, out of all the quarterbacks, for Josh Allen to be taking that, he's probably like number 3, number 4,
wait,
right?
was what's his name? Top 10? Kyler Murray.
I mean, he was
Yeah,
hurt
yeah.
too much. Yeah.
No, he finished in the
11.
bottom. Yeah, right there, 10, 11. But
Yeah.
what would you consider Lamar Jackson a bust?
Oh, I mean, he was hurt, but yeah, man. I mean, he was. Listen, Lamar Jackson wasn't getting drafted first, second, or third quarterback anyway. You had guys like Patrick Mahomes. You had guys like, it was a decision between Kyler Murray or Lamar Jackson.
Bro.
That's what I was faced with, and I ended up taking Lamar Jackson, and they did pretty much the same thing, considering what the injuries were.
Yeah, that's true.
How can you consider somebody a bust if they're hurt?
Yeah, I know. I mean, before the
You
bust
know?
part, to be honest.
So yeah,
with
I mean, okay, then before the bust part.
Not really.
It's like
He
Dak
was
Prescott.
having
Numbers.
plus games, but he was also having some down games. But dude, Hollywood Brown dropped a lot of passes. Mark Andrews was dropping passes. I mean, it's not like, I mean, he missed some open throws, but bro, all quarterbacks do.
All right, moving on.
Mark Andrews.
Who is it? Tony? Say, Tony, stop talking. Alright, she's being shy right now. She'll yap it up for you any day, but anytime she gets behind the camera, she starts acting like this right here, alright? But we got tight ends. Alright, Mark Andrews, number 1, and the clear-cut number 1.
Wow, really?
Clear-cut
big
number
time.
1. Kelsey's at 2 and he played yesterday. Schultz is at 3, but he played yesterday. He was 4 when I
That's
seen this on
definitely a
Saturday.
boom. Is Dalton Schultz?
Dalton Schultz. Kittle's at
Crazy
3,
how-
Pitts at 5, Ertz at 6.
Yeah.
10 points away from finishing at number 5. Tony called out Zach Ertz, top 5 tight end. We give him respect. He finished 6. We give Tony respect. You know, when we write the resignation letter, we'll include that in the resignation letter. And if no, you know what?
What do you mean resignation letter?
It's not resignation letter. You're right. It's just the contract's up. So Tony,
All I'm saying is this, man.
if you need a reference, I got you. Real talk.
Listen,
I'll say
man,
some great
real
things
talk.
about you.
As soon as this the people hear the case, as soon as they hear it, hey man, I might just quit anyway. I might fight this case in court to stay on and then quit.
Wait, say
That
it
might
again?
be that might be the case.
Okay, I heard what you said.
Just want to clear my name from all wrongdoing and show that there was negligence on the part of the employer.
Well, quitting,
Not the employee.
Hey, quitting won't look good for your future
Facts.
bosses if they want to hire you, because nobody want to hire a quitter.
It's not quitting. I would quit the team. That's why I'm not a quitter and I'm fighting all these false allegations.
Antonio, bro.
Is Tony Antonio turning into Antonio?
Facts,
Are you walking
facts.
off the show?
Uh-oh.
I thought you was my boy. And you made an incentive-laden deal.
I mean, I only
How's
like,
that your boy when you ain't trying to get him paid?
He cost me the game. He gave me 4
Hey,
points.
I only like it because you're on the show and you bring something to the table.
Yeah. Moti already slept.
He's just trying to win.
Moti already slept.
I'm a winner.
Hey man, Antonio Brown is something else, man.
He no good.
But I don't know, man. Like, let's not judge a book, right?
All hosts need to be good, but they
Alright.
need co-hosts to be better.
Well,
Uncle Eddie said
I thought
Brady.
you said something else. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, Uncle Ed said Brady was number 1 for most of the season. It's true. He said Moti is like Frank Gore.
As a player,
That's Yusuf David.
No, Zach went on my account.
Zach said Moti is like Frank
He
Gore.
flipped it to his
And then
account.
Zach said I play like Cooper Cup.
Calm down.
And then my wife
Big
said
general.
Cup with a K-U-P-P. Shout out to my wife. She's been through it all.
I believe that, man. I believe
Have
that.
fun.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, but,
She
okay.
sees what you don't see, bro.
Yeah, Uncle Eddie.
She's seeing that Tony comes off the show, ready starts to slip, and you start staying home more.
Hey, Uncle Eddie, I just want to let you know I got 2 last weekend, Uncle Eddie. I got 2 last
Facts,
weekend.
facts.
So
Uncle Eddie is
me and him
a
still got to discuss our arguments with each other now. I got to revamp my resume. You know what I'm saying?
right about the championships.
Just in general. You know what I'm saying? I give him his credit. I just want Uncle Eddie, you know.
100%. He deserves a lot of credit for always being there at the end and
For sure.
year in and year out.
For sure.
Because of that coin toss, that's why.
Yeah. Appreciate y'all. Feel free to chime in on the conversation that we're having. Uses like an off-brand Mike Evans. That's what he said, Zach. That he's trying to roast everybody. So go ahead, Zach. Finish off the table, Zach.
See, you
know
just
who
want him
Zach-
to get to me.
Mike Evans.
More than anything, you just want Zach to get to
Big generals.
Mike
no
Evans.
good.
Go
He
ahead,
couldn't
Zach.
take over yesterday.
Finish off the
He no
table.
good. He little general now.
So Zach Ertz is 6. Goddard, his former teammate, is 7 with a couple missed games. Gesicki is 8. Fance is 9, which are very surprising to me.
Very surprised.
Why do I have the feeling Amila's drawing me?
Yes.
Of course.
Dawson Knox is 10. Hunter Henry
You
is
are?
11, and Gronkowski is 12. We're gonna show this picture to the crowd, by the way. Okay. So whenever you're finished, let me know.
Now you're just putting her on the spot.
All right. No, she's doing a good job.
I knew it was me when she put that hat on. I swear to God. All right, keep going.
All right. So what's up? Any surprises? Khaled, what do you want to mention?
Nothing. I'm happy. It's my last being a producer. Next year I'm a co-host. Let's go.
True.
Whose seat are you taking?
All right,
Come
man.
on.
Listen.
It's already final.
Listen, man. Listen. The contracts. I don't know how you turn these innocent spirits into monsters.
All right. Listen, man.
I still don't know how he does it.
Keep talking.
Just manipulates
Let's
it.
keep talking.
Oh my God.
This is memory. This is
It's a
music,
sad
man.
day.
PTSD
It's a sad
right here,
day,
man.
It's a sad day.
You know, this is the same music we use on the Fantasy Guys video, by the way. That's what I'll let you know,
yeah.
alright? So
Yeah,
this music right
I had a bunch of salamat. It looked like it was an obituary, like a literal obituary where the guy's like, where I'm like this, they're like, yo,
Okay.
they're calling me up. Oh man, alhamdulillah, you're all right. I'm like, why? It's like, oh, we saw that, alhamdulillah, it's not the case. We're about to come to a janaza. I'm like, wow.
Damn, that's deep.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But I'm like, you know what? I'm glad you called because it shows you care.
Yes. Here we go. Khalid is like Josh Gordon this season.
Who's that? Little general?
Zach is just,
Little general. He couldn't take over. Ramsey was on him.
Zach, you got
General,
2 more.
bro.
Here we go. He's thinking about us harder. Tony.
He
and
just
me.
mad.
Listen, for me, it's about which one he's going to go to. He's got many in his arsenal for me.
Arsenal. All right.
Yeah.
Moti, the tight ends. Andrews 1.
he said Tony.
Yeah, that surprised me. Also, Noah Fant. I'm a Noah Fant owner, and I played Pat Fryermuth over him a lot of weeks.
Huh.
You know, and he outperformed him.
Yeah, Pride Fryman was just out a couple times. He was at
Zach.
14.
Daddy.
Oh,
And he started off
Daddy.
slow.
Nice.
He started off slow, but I like him a lot.
Yeah. Well, I liked him because of Ben.
Yeah,
So we'll see the future for him now.
that's true. That's true. All right. Any other thoughts on tight end situation and the position?
No, man. I mean, Schultz came out of nowhere. If you got him late or in free agency, you picked him up, and you started him. Probably won you a league.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. He was in both of my championship leagues. Dalton Schultz. He was the tight end that I picked up. My best pickup of the year for sure, and I appreciate Dalton Schultz for his services.
Facts.
All right. Now let's move on to wide receivers. Okay. Cooper Kupp,
Facts.
412 fantasy points. Tony.
Half full, you know.
Full PPR.
Okay.
412. Devontae Adams at 2 at 332. So Adams was 2, Samuel 3, Justin Jefferson 4, Jamar Chase 5,
Let's go.
Tyreek Hill 6, Diggs 7, Deontay Johnson 8, Keenan Allen 9, Godwin 10, Renfro 11, Evans 12, DK Metcalf 13 because of that last week.
Mm-hmm.
CeeDee Lamb 14, Patterson 15, Waddle 16, Cooks 17, Marquise 18, Marquise Brown, DJ Moore 19, Mike Williams 20, T. Higgins 21, Michael Pittman 22, Tyler Lockett 23, Amari Cooper 24, with Kirk and Amon-Ra St. Brown being 25 and 26. With that said, all right, I'm gonna start off with you, Moti. Surprises.
DK.
Disappoint, like more of like a Doug surprise, right?
Yeah, because where's he at? I didn't think he had a good year. He just, he gives you a couple, 2 touchdown games and but Debo Samuel.
3.
Yeah, 3. That's surprising.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see, because I ain't gonna lie, every week I see Samuel touchdown. It could be rushing, it could be,
He started the new
not
trend.
much receiving, right? There's a lot of rushing.
Yeah.
So that's a surprise. But other than that, Hunter Renfro. You know what I'm saying?
11.
He's a surprise. Could possibly be in the top 10 after this week. So those are my surprises.
We'll go into that later. Yusuf, surprises? I mean, dude, Cup being 1 and being that great, it had to be a surprise, right? It's balled out, had a monster season, but any surprises for you?
Where was Tyler Lockett at?
Tyler Lockett missed a couple games.
Yeah, he was like 23, 24.
But he was
at the end of his list.
He was at 23, yes, Moti was right.
Okay. No, obviously Metcalf is the most disappointing.
Disappointing? Someone that got drafted in here is probably not in here is Allen Robinson, right? That's an obvious one.
That is the biggest
I'm
disappointment
talking about,
of the wide receivers. To me, the biggest surprise is all year long it was probably Debo Samuel because he was the most consistent, and I think he missed a game or 2. If he didn't miss them, he probably would have been up there at second, at number 2. And my man was consistently double digits every single game. Did not get held. I mean, his floor was like 13, 14, and his ceilings were like 30. And there's not much. Devontae Adams is one of them, but to me, he was, he was probably number 3, wide receiver. I would have put Debo Samuel there, man. And he was getting drafted in the 9th, 10th round, but
he was the most value pick.
Oh, 100%. But I'll tell you one thing. Hunter Renfro and Amon St. Brown, if you had them in your lineups late in the season, they're producing wide receiver 1 numbers.
Dude, Amon-Ra St. Brown was
crazy.
The fantasy MVP for the playoffs.
Yeah.
He scored the most fantasy points, Muhammad, out of everybody.
Yeah.
Even more than Jamar Chase in the 3 weeks of the playoffs.
That's crazy.
So if you started him, he scored the most points.
Yeah.
Just want to quickly show you guys Tony's picture. All right.
Okay, first of all,
right.
this is what you don't realize, okay?
Yeah,
get it
bring
closer.
Bring it closer.
Just so everybody knows what's
All right.
going on with this,
That's
okay?
Tony.
Do you see it? You
Yes.
see it on there?
It's going to eventually come on there.
All right.
In slow motion.
So,
we're going to sell it as an NFT.
This is
As
the
an NFT.
perspective of a 3-year-old, okay? And as you can see from that picture, you can see that
That's good, Tony.
this is the fantasy guys, and yet she has me.
Yes, yeah.
She drew a picture of me and her dad, and she has me as the bigger figure between the two. but she also has me with a sad face and him with a happy face. All right? So that is the difference. That is what they are seeing. That is exactly what they are seeing.
Did you show it good? Did they see it?
Yeah, probably. I mean,
my wife said we can't see it. You want to do it again one more time?
I'll go closer.
No, he put it up. Yeah.
Yeah, he put it up there. Just want to make sure people see the picture of Tony. This is gonna be the. I'm gonna use this as the. You know, so just want to make sure. All right, there you go. All right, people are laughing. So shout out to Tony. Even Emilo's a part of the whole segment finale. Hey, look, man, we
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Tony, we love you, man. I just want to let you know.
If this is to be my last show, I wouldn't have it any other way than showing the, progression
Of what?
of the.
Yo, this is a
This is sad.
eulogy.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Man. We're all wearing black, guys. Not a coincidence. Any comments on the receivers? Surprises? Jamar Chase, guys, 5. Guys, I was so high on him. I flipped to you guys in mock drafts. I was taking him in the 4th round. I was reaching for him.
I took him 7.
I was reaching for him in mock drafts, and then the
Nice.
preseason came and drop passes came. And
Yeah,
I was like,
that hurt him
stay
for
away
sure.
from
That
him.
definitely hurt him for sure. He probably would have been
I
up
was
there.
gonna take him in the 4th round. Of every
But you know
draft.
what, man? T. Higgins actually produced too, bro.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, like surprisingly. Yeah, every time I see T. Higgins in somebody's lineup, I'm like,
I've always liked Boyd over Higgins.
bro, I know, but
I like
Higgins
Higgins.
was balling, man. He's making contested catches,
Yeah, yeah.
like all the way around.
Like if Chase wasn't there, I wouldn't be surprised if he was a top 12 receiver.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
easily.
agree.
But I still think he's a top fantasy wise next year 20 receiver.
Hey,
He finished 21 this year. He started off slow.
Cooper Kupp. Is he going first round next year?
Yes, bottom of the first, late
100%.
second. In PPR leagues, people are gonna take him. Unfortunately, he's just gonna go that high. It's just what's gonna happen. People are gonna definitely try to snag him. I think bottom first, early second, the worst case scenario. And depending on your league and who values him more than others.
Speaking on receiver, do you think when Juju comes back, they're gonna have everyone there?
No,
Understood.
I think Juju's leaving. Ben is leaving. I think they get a new quarterback. I think Claypool and Deontay stay in though.
I mean, Big Ben. You're saying if he's staying?
No, I'm saying you think
Juju's
staying.
Hell no, man.
No.
I mean, he's not.
They're moving on from him.
Yeah,
too.
bro. They should.
Yeah, they should.
They
In my
just say
opinion as
Juju.
well.
And I'll be honest with you, Claypool was disappointing too. He had an opportunity to step up this year. He didn't.
I did think he was gonna have a great year. I thought he was gonna have a solid year, especially when I saw Juju go out. I was trying to go after Claypool. All right, running backs. Y'all ready for the running backs?
You already know who's won.
Who?
Taylor.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Eckler 2, Najee 3, Mixon 4, Fournette 5. After being on the IR the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
He had a
5.
good year. He had a good year.
Great year. Yeah.
Zeke 6, Cordero 7, James Conner 8, Aaron Jones 9, Elvin Kamara 10, Chubb 11, Gibson 12. This is after last week, or else he was at 16. Javonte Williams 13, Josh Jacobs 14, Delvin Cook 15, Darrell Williams 16, Melvin Gordon 17,
Huh?
Swift 18.
Delvin Cook 15.
I mean, he
He's
missed.
Swift 18, Henry 19, Damian Harris 20, David Montgomery 21, Dylan 22, James Robinson 23, Devin Singletary 24, and then Miles Gaskin 25, with Henderson, Pollard, and Mitchell 26, 27, 28.
Michelle or
Alright.
Mitchell?
Mitchell,
Where's Michelle?
not in there. He came in late in the year. I mean,
Yeah.
he was
Yeah,
doing
they-
nothing in the beginning of the year. He was doing nothing.
0.
Didn't he
Yeah.
have 1,000 rushing yards?
Close.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
9 something.
Michelle is he's like at 33 or
Yeah.
something. All right.
Well, out of that list, I can tell you, Patterson was probably, you ain't drafting him. You didn't draft him. You picked him up off the waivers. He ended up being up there.
He ended up being
He's got
7th
a-
running back, 14th receiver.
Yeah, but you're playing him at running back. You most of the time you're probably playing
Yeah.
him at running back because running backs are more scarce. So him to me probably outside of Cooper Kupp, I almost want to say he's the MVP. Even though, and he fell off towards the end of the year.
He's not the MVP.
I said Cooper Kupp.
No, I'm not. I mean him, Jonathan Taylor. Come on, man.
Jonathan Taylor was getting drafted. We're talking about in terms of value.
Oh, he's
In
a
terms
pickup.
of value, Jonathan Taylor was getting picked in the end of the first round, early second round.
Debo Samuel to me then. I'm not gonna lie, I'll go Cup Samuel because he's value, and then Fournette.
He was getting picked off of waivers.
You know what matters?
Patterson was getting picked off of
fantasy
waivers.
playoffs matters, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll take Samuel over him because I'm not gonna lie to you. He died in the playoffs. I had
He
him.
did die in the playoffs.
Yeah.
He did die. I mean,
Okay, then if you're talking about waivers, then what about Renfro?
Renfro could be up there too, but I think he was getting drafted late. Renfro was getting drafted
Didn't we
late,
talk about this last time?
wasn't he? Maybe he was on the Wednesday show.
Picking him up every time. I don't know.
Maybe.
We talked about something like
BG picks it. Oh, BG's
No,
a
we're
Renfro
talking
fan.
about who discovered him.
that. Yeah. All right. Well, Moti, thoughts on the running backs?
Yeah, one person that caught my ear was Zeke. Zeke
Yeah.
Elliott, man. Honestly, I'm a Zeke owner, but I didn't see it from him this year, man. Like I think he's kind of going on a decline. He's kind of gonna be a second round, third round running back now. I think people are gonna reach, but that's what I think about
He had
it.
1,000 rushing yards this year. So.
No, Zeke, man. When you took him, I'm looking at you like, what are you doing,
What was my other option?
Henry?
Yes.
I couldn't
But,
believe.
But you also
Bro.
looked at me when I took Cooper
Derek,
Cup.
hold
What
on,
you're doing.
hold on.
Derrick Henry got hurt.
I swear to you, if
I mean-
I was debating, if I didn't have the number 1 pick and I had the number 2, I took McCaffrey 1.
Okay, but how can you
If
tell
I
me
didn't
that after
have
Henry
2,
got hurt?
listen, dude,
Yeah.
I know that. I agree with 100%. But up to that point, to me, Derrick Henry was the no-brainer at 2. I even considered him over McCaffrey at 1. And I'm like, I'm not about to get made fun of. Like, I got a chance to get McCaffrey, and I'm taking Derrick Henry. And McCaffrey's balling. McCaffrey was producing when he was in there.
Is that a Michael Kors jacket, man? Tony, damn, why do you step up like that?
My man.
We might have to keep you on the show. You
My man,
Yeah.
listen.
Michael Kors
Another
It's
one.
Michael Irvin right now.
Another one. Another
what's
one.
going on? You got
Listen,
style?
the point is
Switch.
this.
That was
The
switch.
point is this. Again, to me, Derrick Henry is the obvious choice. My man, when Zeke, I was like, all right. And you guys allowed most of you to get him.
Do you know why? What did most of you do anyway?
What?
What did he do?
Nothing. Doesn't
Small
matter.
tip.
So Montiels, yeah. So Zeke, I watched Hard Knocks,
Oh.
right? And Zeke was eating good.
Huh.
He was
Healthy.
he was healthy. He was playing dice and cards with the teammates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, facts.
Those are factors I look in when I draft a running back. You know what I'm saying?
What is
So you were gonna take? You took Zeke at 2.
No, man.
He's
Four.
saying,
Took him
Henry
at
fell
4. Yeah.
What kind of league is this?
Yo.
Yo.
McCaffrey, Delvin Cook,
what are you talking about?
a Kamara.
Oh, it's
What's wrong with Zeke
Zeke.
going on 4?
No, I'm talking about Henry. At
Oh.
4.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Cook, you can argue Delvin Cook you can argue that at 2.
I feel like
He's
Cook is
clear.
top 3.
Okay.
is-
I agree, but that's what I'm saying. I mean, to me, Henry is easy 3. Like, I'm taking him. I'm telling you, I debated whether taking him out. I told you that. I was like,
I know
man.
you said on this show, too.
Yeah, I debated taking Henry over McCaffrey.
He said a week 2, 3.
So, Zach Dabbit said Tony's like Big Ben.
You know,
Okay.
get your little general stuff out of
And
here.
I laugh because he said Ahmad is like Gardner Minshew.
Okay.
The stash is there.
No.
Alright, the stash is there.
And
Alright,
you are Frank Gore?
yeah, that's what he said.
Right now.
Alright, and then Moti's what I said, what's going on, guys? Sorry I'm late, and giving a shout out to Amila. We got people watching. I don't know if it's for Tony's finale or if it's Amila. We're debating right now.
It's both.
That's probably what it is, alright?
Yeah.
Right now we're talking about who was studs and duds in fantasy football. So if you guys have played fantasy or if you're watching right now, just mention right now about anybody that you thought that had a great year. That's what we're discussing right now. We're talking about wide receivers, I believe.
Not running back.
Running backs now.
Running backs, yeah.
Joe Mixon, guys, number 4.
Joe Mixon. You know what, man? He played good. He was consistently good all
He was
year.
like, I got you, Moti.
Yeah.
No, you know what
He
it is
discovered
about Joe?
him.
Hey, 100%. But you know what it is about Joe? I was intentionally trying to pass him up. Nobody wanted him.
Bro,
Let's keep it real.
100%.
You guys all looked at him like, hell no.
100%.
And I was
Yeah,
like,
I remember him
I'm
going
like, all right,
top.
he came back to me second round or whatever it is. I was like, bro, I have to take him.
Thank you.
Was it 3rd round?
Second
It can't
round.
be second round.
Bro, no.
You didn't take him second round.
I don't think you took him 2nd round, man.
Yo,
I think you
okay.
might have got him in the 3rd.
No, second round.
You-
Has to
Are you
be.
sure?
What pick were you?
I
What
mean-
pick were you?
I was
You can
number
go check
4 and number 6.
This is
No.
the NFL.
Where'd you take him?
Told you second round, man. Coming back down, man.
You took Chubb and Mixon. That was your
Chubb
choice
and
to
Mixon.
And who's your?
And then I took Elliott and Mixon. And
Okay, and then you probably had Allen Robinson as your third pick, or who was your third pick?
no.
You can go check from recap. Like,
It's all right.
Yeah. It wasn't Allen Robinson was fourth rounder for me.
Gibson.
Wow.
No, I traded for Gibson.
Okay.
All right. So, anyways, Joe Mixon was a good pickup. Definitely, he's number 4 fantasy running back. I mean, obviously Fournette is a positive one. Would you consider? Let's see, somebody that really, who did not have it? Oh, Barkley. Oh, Saquon.
Barkley.
Saquon.
That is disappointing.
Would you take him in the first round next year?
Man.
No.
You know what? Where in the first round?
10, 11, 12. That's where he's going to
Man,
go.
I hate to say it. It's even hard to say yes to that.
If he leaves,
I mean, I
right?
think I would have to, depending on what they do in the offseason.
You're
But-
absolutely right. Allen Robinson in championship league
Third?
was my third, and Julio was my fourth.
See, looking back at drafts, it sometimes show you where
Yeah.
where things may have made a left turn or not. So, Saquon Barkley, Moti, would you take him in the first round?
Saquon Barkley is on track, just like Elliott. Second round,
Second round pick?
third.
Yeah.
Is Elliott a second
That's
round
fair.
pick?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
only because of, their offense, man. Like, you almost have to.
That's me. I think does that mean you? Who is that?
Me? Yusuf?
Your cousins? All right, that's your cousins. All right, and then last one I want to do is defenses because I just want to quickly mention defenses. Okay, I want to quickly mention defenses because of the Dallas Cowboys defense was 30 points ahead of the next best team. They finished number 1, and it just took me out right there. All right. While we do this, Tony, by the way, it is 12:30. We're not doing Boom Phillies anymore, by the way, so we're gonna do the final scores today. Tony,
I got an animal puppy.
she has an LOL Pop It.
Nice.
Yes. All right.
Wow.
Tony, this is the time for you to give us your final Tony rant. Goodbye and good riddance, said Munir Ghazali, by the way. So, Tony, let us hear something from you. We want to
don't need a
hear
rant
your
today. You
final
don't need
Tony rant. Do you have a rant?
I
No.
do.
Okay, he does.
Oh, what?
I'm gonna keep on
I can't
playing.
I can't comment too much on what's going on. The lawyers are diligently working the case, but I just have a couple of grievances I'd like to file with the audience as they have become part of my family. All the sponsors, the loyal sponsors. Number 1 grievance is the producers discussing the shows without me. I'd like to file a wrongful termination based on the fact that I made that, seat gamble and the power went out. So, it was divine intervention. That is one.
Speaking like
Another
that.
grievance is the cold coffee that I've been served on my final show. It was placed here at 10:30 in the morning, and I did not walk in until 11:25. We are going to argue, and we will take it up to the Supreme Court, that while a particular employee may assert a public policy right to self-defense, and that's all it was. My plea to Rashid in that was an act of self-defense. An employer also has an interest in protecting its employees and customers from harm that could occur as the result of the employee's actions in defending himself. Another grievance is the interjection of segments. Pause. Another grievance is the number of pauses caused by the host to make us think about everything we're saying. All this is, I will fight these allegations, and I will fight for my right. And that is all I have.
Alright. Tony, first of all,
I'd like to thank everyone if I'm not given the opportunity. Everyone that has commented. Hotmail. I appreciate it.
I think it might be him.
yeah, how are you doing that?
Hey, listen. That is not true. But I appreciate it. Amila, thank you for the wonderful years of the back and forth. It was definitely a roller coaster.
Alright, so here we go. Uncle Eddie says, sound like Moti had a tilt draft. Alright, that's Alright, and then cold coffee is no good. We apologize for the cold coffee. My wife said cold coffee is the worst. Moti's wife, give Tony some tissue, said Uncle Eddie. We will discuss further actions at Oz Media. Thank you, Tony, for your segment. We appreciate you, said my wife. Alright, so we'll take all things into considerations. But Tony, we do appreciate your time here. And you know what? The least that we can do is give you another round of applause for your years of service. Alright, we appreciate it, Tony.
Finally, my time is coming.
So shout out to Tony, man. Shout out to Tony. And with that said, we have 9 minutes left. Just want to go over Boom Phillies. Unfortunately, final scores, because we realized that we can't even get the projections for Yahoo. So Tony was 4 for 5 last week, and he finished it out strong. Great job, especially for your last season ever. You know, I like the way you went strong and decided to go out with swinging. Okay, so we're gonna start off with guests, 18.6%. If you guys are wondering, like, man, are these guys doing a good job? Just judge us off the guests. Back-to-back years, all three of us have had a higher percentage than the guests. So we're just throwing it out there that, you know, we know what we're talking about. Tony finished in 3rd place with 24.6%.
Oh, good.
All right, yeah, solid. He ended up doing a great job, pretty much 25%. We'll take that.
Yeah, 25.
I mean, I think your future employer will take that as well.
But you guys are not realizing that the pressure of sponsorships early in the season was, you know, immense. And I had to play players based off of that. When I finally made the decision, the difficult decision, to stray from those sponsors and promoting their players, you know what I'm saying? It was just like,
50%.
I hope I came through.
And you did. You started to come through towards the end. Moti ended up being 27.5%. He had a couple close ones last week, but Moti overall solid again. And then I finished with 32.1%. And I'm going to give myself a round of applause. All right, I'm going to give myself another round of applause. You know, we do definitely take these numbers into consideration. And, you know, this is back-to-back seasons. I'm the Boom Philly champ. Gotta make sure I let that just also be known.
One thing also be known. Let's, you know, give a nod to Moti because he has 4 games to pick from. Or 2 games to pick from.
Yeah.
The Sunday night and the Monday night games. And to me, I believe that is a lot more difficult to do out of picking out. Not to say you didn't do a great job or the guy to your right producing when the fans needed it the most. The hottest Boom Phillies towards the end of the year. That's all I'm saying. That's another, you know, argument that we're going to make, you know, in court.
Moti's, by the way, Play Dudes Prime Time. So shout out to Moti.
It's real.
Play Dudes Prime Time.
That's why.
He used to say this before the Fantasy Guys, and he believed in it, and he's showing you guys why exactly he believes in it. So shout out to Play Dudes Prime Time. I need to start listening to us. That's why I need these guys to start like posting it, and we can start showing the world how we hit on most, well, you know, a good number of our Boom Phillies / Play Dudes Prime Time. All right, so since there's a few minutes left, guys, what is your Super Bowl picks? Okay, this is your last chance to say something. Forever hold your peace. So who do you got going out of the AFC, then NFC, then who you got winning it all? Let's start with the Young Bucks. Yusuf.
Okay.
I want the Rams to come out, but I sincerely believe the Packers will win, make it to the Super Bowl. For the AFC, I don't see anybody beating the Chiefs now.
All right, so you think Packers, Chiefs, and who you got winning it all?
I got Packers.
You got Packers, okay? The Wisconsin fellas would definitely love that one. So, Cal Trey, where are you going with this?
All right. So, I want the Rams. There's 2 reasons why. because it's Stafford, and I imagine not making it to the Super Bowl on your own turf. So that's second.
It could be back-to-back years. The Bucks played last year.
Yep.
in Tampa.
And then obviously it might be Green Bay, but Aaron Rodgers like James Harden choking in the playoffs.
Fair.
And then
Who you like in the AFC?
obviously Chiefs, and then Chiefs is gonna win it. But
It's never Rodgers' fault.
Come
He's
on,
a quarterback.
man. Stop.
It's not, man.
It's not. He had a chance to run it in from the 4-yard line.
Stop it. First of all, it's not always Rodgers' fault.
It's not. I
Calm
didn't
down.
say it's always.
Okay.
He said it's not always Rodgers' fault. I said yeah. Like, but there are times where it is.
But it's all his fault.
Hey, listen, man.
A loss.
As a quarterback, you are judged by winning or losing. And in these games, it's one or two plays that change the outcome of the game. So
Yeah,
I'm
but
not
the
gonna say
quarterback-
is he part of them being there 100%, but he's also part of them going home.
My opinion, he is the only reason why they're there. That's my opinion. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. If they had any other quarterback, they would not be who they are. Let's keep it real.
So
Aaron
if they had
Rodgers.
Tom Brady, they wouldn't be the way they are.
Yeah, they would.
It's a
Yes, they
different
would.
team. It's a different team the way it's built, man. The Bucks are built for Brady. The
What are you talking about?
Packers sucked on defense, man.
Come on, man. You're giving them an elite wide receiver like Devontae
All right,
Adams.
I'm not
Like,
gonna have
these
that
other
argument because
receivers are
Brady's
not
the
bad.
best.
You got
And
Aaron Jones.
Allen's
You got
so
AJ
hard.
Dillon. Like, you got a two-headed, monster for running backs.
Okay.
Their
And
offensive
Alexander
line
back?
has been hurt. That's the only to me.
Alexander-
That's the only down.
Alexander's back?
That's the only downgrade is when their offensive line is not playing. But dude, they put up enough points. What was the final score in that playoff game they lost last year?
I'm not sure.
Bucks?
20,
Like
35,
I
20.
think it was like 30
No.
26 or something.
Was it?
Yeah, like a weird score.
Man, whatever, man. I mean, look, man. Again, it is what it is.
Moti, who you got Super Bowl? Who you got winning it all?
Yeah, I like the Rams for Stafford, but I'm not gonna pick them. I also do like Green Bay myself from the NFC and the AFC. I like the Buffalo Bills.
Really?
Yes.
All right. Uncle Eddie said it's gonna be a rematch: Brady versus Mahomes.
It was
Here we
31-26.
go. Here we go. 30, wow. Did
Yeah.
I say that score? You gotta give me some respect for that one.
It's at 30,
I mean, you watch
24.
football. No, he said 31-26.
All right. I'm
The
gonna
hate
be
is
hearing-
strong with you, young one.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Stop.
I like it.
I'm gonna be hearing this sad music in my head all day. Moti's wife and said it reminds me of those sad puppy commercials. So my our wives are having a conversation. It's about time we give Cal and Yusuf more camera time.
Yes, sir.
Who
Uncle
said that?
Eddie. Uncle Eddie.
Oh, we already know. I'm taking the seat. So
And then he said it's gonna be a rematch: Brady versus Mahomes. That's Uncle Eddie. I can't agree to that because the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are decimated.
They are.
On the wide
No,
receiver
they
position. Little stuff like to me, Chris Godwin's injury made a difference.
Oh, big time.
Let alone Antonio Brown.
He's no good.
So I see them not making it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Did you say your answers?
No.
Go ahead. Who's your answers?
Out of the NFC, man. I mean, look, man. Green Bay is gonna be tough to beat at home. That was the biggest fear about Green Bay getting that 1 seed, is they have a chance to do it. If anybody can beat them, there's enough offense in on those teams, man. I actually think Dallas can pull it off, man. I think Dallas can beat Green Bay and then end up losing to the Rams or the Bucks. So if I had to pick a team, it's either going to be I don't think the Rams can beat Green Bay, but I think the Rams can beat everybody but Green Bay. So if there's an upset with the Packers, I see the Rams coming out. If it's not and everything kind of holds, bro, I don't see the Packers, man. I just don't. I don't. I'm sorry, I don't. Maybe my bias is playing a role. It could be 100%, but I don't see it. I think there's way too much down the like at the in the playoffs. I think there's going to be too much distractions because there's still a lot of bad blood between Aaron Rodgers and the management, and it's going to be, you know, when the media starts getting crazy, they're going to say, oh, Aaron Rodgers is the reason why they're in here, and, you know, he's going to feel, he's a very prideful and arrogant, like, you know, individual. He's a quarterback for one, and again, I think that's going to, you know, kind of play a role, man. I really think that's going to play a role.
I completely disagree with you.
Well, that wouldn't be the first time.
I think they've done a great job all year shutting that stuff down. Aaron Rodgers actually being positive
There's
about
more
stuff.
light, my man.
I know there's more light at the end.
More light,
but I think
in
the
the
Packers
playoffs.
makes it in the NFC because they're home throughout it, and they got the run game now, man. Like AJ Dillon brings another aspect to the team, and they have enough power on the outside to move the ball, and that 3rd down and 4, make that quick reception to keep moving and change. So at the end of the day, I see Green Bay, but you know me. You already know what team I like in the AFC. I've been on the hype train all year.
Tennessee.
And the horse is coming back.
He is, man. But I think him missing all that time. Listen, man, they play great. I don't see it. I'm not a believer in Tannehill to make the plays when it needs to, be made. So that's why I can't jump on that train. I want to give me somebody proven like Patrick Mahomes. Their defense is coming around, for in the AFC. And look, bro, to me, Tennessee could beat them, right? It's gonna come down to.
First of all,
how about this?
They'll be home, hopefully.
Exactly. Even if they're home, to me, KC can go on the road and win. I don't see Tennessee doing it. So if KC gets the home field advantage, I give the advantage 60-40 or 65-35 to KC beating Tennessee if they go heads up. If they play at Tennessee, then I see it being a 50-50 game.
Yeah. And
that's the best that it's going to
come
be.
down to it. I think those are the two. You got good teams in the AFC. Anything can happen. I just think Tennessee is just very balanced, man. They're very balanced.
I think I was liking Buffalo, but when Tre'Davious White went down, I was like, you know what, man, that's going to hurt them because now they can't go man up on their main wide receiver and then kind of play, safeties behind on the rest of it. But yeah, man, Casey's defense is getting healthy at the right time.
Yeah. What about I was gonna say something about the NFC. Who do you guys think is gonna stop the Dallas offense?
Themselves?
Yeah, themselves.
Something's going on. I don't know. They're not.
Bro, to me, Mike McCarthy.
I really like
I said Dallas can beat Green Bay.
Yeah.
But to me, Mike McCarthy is the worst coach out of the bunch.
Yeah, in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Probably came in Cliff Kingsbury.
Dak is on. He's heating up. I feel like they're gonna.
That'd be good. That'd be good. All right. Well, with that said, just want to give a last quick shout out to the sponsors: the Balkan House, BC Adhesives, Give to Game, Having Time, True Value Hardware, Leo's Coney Island Royal Oak, Hanley International Academy, Forts and Quick Loop, Unique Coney Island, Grub, and BMI. Shout out to all the sponsors. Tony, this might be
I
your final
feel like
show.
that was very indicative of what the co-hosts have to say, their feelings on, this possibly being my last show. Moti walking off the show, in disgust. And, I appreciate the support, Moti. We kept that chair open for you when it was gone. You might not be here, physically, but I know you're here in spirit, brother. Moto in the morning. Tune in. That's a very, very strong possibility.
The show stopped. It's over. You're done.
Not even a round of applause. That's so sad.
I'm joking. You're still on time. I was about to mess around with you, but just want to throw it out there for the fans that are watching. Just wanted to do it one last time, just to interrupt you, just for the fans. Moti actually came back in for the final segment. Moti, do you want to come in here and just wave a goodbye at Tony, man, because he's done?
Or the very famous Moti thumbs up.
Moti thumbs up. All right, we need to take a screenshot of this right here, just to give Tony a final one right here. All right, see you later. Say bye, Tony. Say it out loud, Amina. Please go. We ain't hear you. Bye, Tony. All right, it's done. It's over, guys. Season 5. Thank you guys for in all seriousness, fans. We appreciate you tuning in, asking the questions. This is what we do. Sunday show is done. We'll be back, inshallah, in August.
Don't forget, stay tuned.
I feel like
show.
you did a jinx. Because ever since the Fresh Prince of Fantasy guys came on,
that was like it led to it.
You know what? As a matter of fact, looking back on it, that bike fall was probably the result of me tearing my ACL.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Sacrifices.
Possibly. Just for a commercial.
By the way, also, hey, just want to point out that there might be discrimination in this case presented in the case. Because ever since I tore my ACL, things have gone downhill. So I feel like that injury probably led to this
moment.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody.
Stealing my thunder. Always finishing my sentences.
We'll see you all next season. Tony, I don't know about Tony, though.
We got to flip a coin on that.